My name is Dustin Walker, and I'm excited to share my research with you. Eutrophication and food security are contemporary concerns expected to worsen in the future due to the increasing challenges of climate change and population growth. This paper aimed to validate historical loading estimates in a specific pond, identify the mechanisms to divert certain nutrients, and estimate fertilizer values of the diverted nutrients. But first, a rhetorical question. How many of you have ever peed in a communal body of water, such as a pool, lake, pond, or river? You know who you are. This question is fundamental to my research. Walden Pond, located in Concord, Massachusetts, is a historically, culturally, and recreationally important body of water. It is the home of Henry David Thoreau's seminal work of the same name and sees over 500,000 visitors annually. This body of water has many of the traditional inputs of nutrient loading, but there is a very specific source of significant loading: swimmers. Surveys of the pond estimate as much as 50% of the summer nutrient loading of nitrogen and phosphorus to be from swimmers urinating in the pond. This study utilized more recent meta-analysis for human urine nutrient loading and human urine nutrient content and quantifiable data on confidential but self-admitted urination by swimmers in pool. The results overall validated previous research indicating significant urine loading during peak summertime usage, which only intensifies the eutrophication process due to the higher temperatures. However, the updated urination rates and nutrient values generally indicated lower overall loading. The previous loading estimate for nitrogen was 292 kilograms, while this research estimated 58 kilograms nitrogen. At a 50% urination rate, the total end loading was 112 kilograms based on updated nutrient values. The historical estimate for pee loading indicated 8.7 kilograms from swimmers, while this study indicated a range between 4.1 and 10.8 kilograms of phosphorus. This study estimated there is enough urine to create between 2.6 and 7.7 kilograms of nitrogen fertilizer and 0.45 and 1.4 kilograms of pea fertilizer. This may not seem like much, but it is enough fertilizer to create enough sucking cut hay to feed a typical 1,000-pound horse between 23 and 72 days. From a modeling perspective, it shows the potential of diverting a nutrient-filled waste for fertilizer production. Certainly, there are specific challenges at Walden Pond and globally. For example, education programs currently not in existence at Walden would likely encourage swimmers to preserve a recreational treasure. There are known processes to reduce bacteria and viruses which typically come from cross-fecal contamination to levels safe for agriculture. Further research on attitudes and use of urine diversion, ecological impacts in agricultural production, pathways of pharmaceuticals in the same, cost-benefit analyses, and the impacts on limiting eutrophic conditions are applicable to developed, developing, and third-world countries using urine fertilizer. This study validates significant human urine loading into Walden Pond and the potential for a locally harvested, processed, and utilized fertilizer for sites globally. Thanks, and don't pee in the water.